Welcome! We are back once again for a new video this time, and as you can see, I'm not in the rig. My daughter's been doing some artwork. We are here in the smaller room today because we've got a new style of video coming up today. This is a different one. I've been thinking about this for a while and I wanted to get into it. There is an awesome place on Reddit, of all places, called the Sim Racing Stewards. You may have heard of this, you may not have. Basically what they do is that random people on the internet will have an accident and then they will send the clip to Sim Racing Stewards on Reddit, and then it's for the internet to decide how bad of a driver they are. So, with absolutely no credentials, just a disgruntled sim racing driver, we're going to give them a look and we're going to see and give our opinions on what happens in these crashes. Spoiler alert, a lot of them is because you're too greedy. Just putting that out there. Anyway, let's get into it and let's see some crashes. How about that? Let's go. Okay, here we are. Right, so the first one, it just says, whose fault? This is in Le Mans Ultimate. We've got a Porsche. Oh, and a Lexus right up there. It stunts. I mean, you've got to leave room. You've just overtaken him. You've got to leave the space. At all times, Mikey, you must leave a space. Where's this Porsche going to go? This is the line, right? This is the line. So where's the Porsche going to go? You just overtook him. You got to give him some space. Come on now. And then, yeah, we're just going to drive off the track. You got to leave space. A car's width. So by the looks of how quickly he has darted out, there is a bit of a speed difference here. This Lexus is going very fast. So, but he's aware of the Porsche, right? It's not like he just came out of nowhere. So he's aware of the Porsche. So he's gone very deep into here. So now his turn has to be very tight. So he's going to be very slow, where the Porsche knows that he can nip through and get the acceleration. The Porsche cuts the corner, which is terrible, but he's still lined up to get a nice exit and could re-overtake on the way out. Now here, he's like, well, I'm just going to blend out to the side of the track. But you've got to be aware that there's a car still there, surely. And at this point, look, the Porsche's coming round perfectly to take that line. And he just, in my opinion, you have to sort of, when you do that sort of overtake, you've got to know that he's going to try and push you back. You've got to be, his car should be facing straight this way now, I feel. I appreciate that he wants to be the fastest, and that's where we got to be. That's where we got to put our car, is out here. I appreciate that. But you can't do that when there's another car there. You can't just say, oh, get out of the way. Do you know what I mean? You can't just go, well, I'll just barge him off. Like, it's not how racing works. So, yeah, in my opinion, you've got to leave more space. And at the same time, I mean, maybe you should see this coming, be a bit gentler on the throttle and get on that throttle in a different way and then come up the inside. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, right? But, yeah, that's always going to end bad. You just have to be aware. And then look, as soon as we come back on. Now, this car needs to be paying attention that these two are doing this. And this car needs to move over because otherwise he's going to get collected as well. Which he sort of does as he gets past. But yeah, just... You're there. And you've got to keep turning. Look, his wheels are straight. You've got to keep turning here, man. That's not on. Just push the car off, and you paid the price for it because you were trying to be clever. You ended up paying the price for it because you got spun out. I would say that is on the Lexus, and I would not race with you. The Porsche did all right. I mean, it's cut corner, it's sloppy racing, but it is what it is. Yeah, that for me is on the Lexus. I would not race with you. Okay, next. Okay. AMG said I broke too late and drove into the back of him. Thoughts? Oh, well, the AMG's behind you, so I'm not sure how you broke into the back of him if he's... Alarm bells are ringing, Willie. Okay, oh, that was very close, wasn't it? He waited till the last second to get out there. About here, yeah, that's about right. Looking good. I mean, so far, I think the BMW's doing all right. It's a very... The camera angle in Le Mans Ultimate is terrible. We should be so much more up and looking down the road. Oh, he's got the run. He's got the run. Now this again is a big braking zone on a corner into a 90 right-hander. This is Le Mans, the back straight. Oh, you can't come across that much when you're in the braking. That's not... Okay. Okay, so we're looking at the end of the clip. In my opinion, it started back here. Like, he was so tight to the back of him. You can see, just from that attitude, that this Mercedes wants it. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at how close he is. He got overtaken, he's not happy. He got real close. He brakes earlier, but he tries... See, this is what they do as well. He brakes earlier and then realizes that the other car can actually brake better than him. So he rolls off the brakes to try and keep with the car. The problem with that is... There. It leads to this. So now you're going to get the donk and you're going to touch it. Because the braking's not where it should be. I mean, that's fine. And then he gets the run, which is also fine. He gets up alongside. So here they're side by side. And at this point, you're flat out. You need to be hitting the brakes soon because we're going to be turning right up here. Now, if they carry on this trajectory, this is fine. He's going to go to the edge of the track. This guy's going to go to the middle and stay close to him. There it is. There it is. He is pulled right in tight to try and keep this guy as tight as possible to slow him down. It's all in the brain, and you're not braining properly, I don't feel. And then you're going to get hit. But look, if we go back, at this point, what's wrong with all of this track? And in fact, if you look at fast drivers, they use all of the track. So he wants to be out here so that he can cut back in, right? But he's not. He's pulled across to try and stop this dude from coming out and getting that line. And that's fine, but you have to deal with the consequences. The BM hasn't moved. Look, the BM has stayed right tight to this line. So it's nothing on the BM. The Mercedes needs to give more space here. He's already lost this race before we even got halfway down that back straight. He's already lost this race. His mentality is all wrong. Look, and then he's off. The BM still manages to get it cut. Look, and here is the other car. So again, if we go back and we look at the rearview mirror up here, where is this other car then? Is this other car already there? No, look. Oh, he must... Okay, so yeah, the other car's already there. So we need to... Okay, so here's the other car. Okay, so we're going into this corner. The other car stays behind the Mercedes. The Mercedes moves in, the other car doesn't. And they both come and take this corner. Fine. If the Mercedes had stayed out, this is what would have happened. See? And the Lexus knows just to back off because he's going to touch the back of him. You just got to use your brain. It's really simple. You can't be saying that he broke too late. Where did he brake too late? He didn't go into the back of you. AMG said I broke too late and drove into the back of him. No. The AMG moved over into you. Where are you meant to go at that point? Where are you meant to go at that point? BMW driver, I would race with you. However, I would not race with the Mercedes driver. All right, next. Okay, who is at fault here? I am the Honda first POV car. Look at the blue screen. Oh, I love it. I love the blue screen. Look at that. Hello. What on earth? What are we doing here? Oh my gosh. What are we doing? I just drive into the side of you. Okay. Reacted. What? He just drove into the side of him. What? Why do we need to post this? What do you mean, who's at fault? How are you not aware? How are you not aware of who's at fault? You tried to overtake him. This car got butthurt and then hit you. It's quite simple. Look, he sees that you're quicker, so he makes his first move. Bosh, there's one move to defend. Instantly defends it. Realizes you're not moving, so moves back again. And then turns into you. And we know this because if we go to this view, where we are the lead car, here. He steers to the right. He's moving to the left. So now there should be no more steering than this. As you're going, this is, if you're not aware, this is Spa. This is coming up to the lot. I can never remember what corner names are. I don't even know the name of the road I live on, so I don't know corner names. But yeah, this is flat out. The next corner is also flat out, and then you get into the bus stop thingy bit, right? So we're on the fastest part of the track, or one of them. Look at that, aggressive turning. Now he sees you've made that, so he turned in, sees you're there, turned in more. You can see that you're coming, so he turned back out, and then look at the steering angle. Look at the steering angle. So he knows what he's doing to come back across again. What are we actually doing here? Like, why is your car here? Your car should be up here because, again, you want to maximize. What you've done is you're slower than the car behind, so now you're butthurt because your big old E-peen is about to get slapped. Give him the slap. So you're doing everything you can to stop it from getting in front of you. And all you've done is cause a massive accident and taken out 3 cars. Like, I just... rant incoming. Like, it's ridiculous. What are we doing? It's 3 moves. So you got the one move where he's pulled across. And a lot of people are like, oh, no, he didn't do nothing. You don't need to steer much to make your car move. Right? You don't need to. So if we go back to the beginning of this, and I'll show you the moves, right? So here, this move, he should be moving out to the side of the track to then come back across, right? That's what this move is. He doesn't. He puts his car in the middle of the road, and that's fine. That bit is okay. So there's his first move. Okay, I'm putting my car here. Now you got to get around it. Okay, there's the second move. You see that? Now, this car hasn't had to turn that much, which isn't as aggressive. So he has. But now he's worried that it's going to step out. So there's the third move. He lets the car step out. This guy has pulling it back in. And at this point, it's when we saw the steering wheel move. And look at the tyres. Now he knows again that he's about to get overtaken. He should be out on this line, but he's going to come across because he wants to slow this car down. And what does that lead to? Donk. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, come on, people. You've got to use your brains. Unreal. Porsche, I would not race with you. It's dirty. It's wrong. There you go. That's what you deserve, in the wall. But you've ruined 2 other people's races, which is an absolute shame. But there you go. I would race with this dude, not the other one. Let's go. Okay, next one. iRacing said this didn't look intentional. Oh dear. Oh dear. Intention is a very difficult one. Intention is a very difficult one. Let's see. Let's see what's going on then, shall we? Here we go. Surprise, surprise. Where are we again? Surprise, surprise. GT3s in Spa. Oh my god. I'm going to go back and see how many clips we've made of GT3 in Spa today. Okay, up to the bus stop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not intentional. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not intentional. Oh, that, however, that is intentional. That was 100% intentional. Hang on, who are we watching here? Who's meant to be the intentional one? Up the inside. Oh, no, no, no. Why'd you turn back? That's intentional. Yeah, hang on. Right, let's go back to the beginning. Right, this first one. This is very difficult. Not every touch here is intentional. Now, what you have to remember is this is a massive braking zone. This is flat out. From where we saw the last clip, where they just, that Porsche turned in, that's like 2 corners before this. So this is all flat, all flat, all flat. You're just heavy on the brakes into that 90-degree right. So this is a terrible place. And the amount of pinches that happens. At this point, you're either going to lock up because you're trying to brake, or you're going to touch this car in front. At this point, there is nothing, whether it's intentional or not, there's nothing this Mustang can do. But I don't think it's... If he turns now, he's locking and he's going to hit you harder and faster. But he does only tip you. Like, he doesn't slam through you. He then also makes the corner by some way. So I think if he hadn't have hit you, he would have ended up these wheels would have ended up here, which I think is making the corner. So I don't think that this was an intentional hit. That was just, I really wanted to get up next to you. I seem to have a lot more braking, and unfortunately I just touched you. I don't think that's intentional. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's nice racing. I'm not saying that it's fun. Like, as the Aston Martin, that is very frustrating. Like, why have you got to touch me into the corner? I find that very frustrating. But it is what it is, and it's just racing. You have come back on... See, look. And you haven't slowed down enough. So when you come back on the track, you're going to hit this. You need to be slower here and pull it tighter. Because you know there are cars coming round the hairpin. So you have to be tight here because these cars are going to follow this black line. If you just pull straight back out on the racetrack and go straight to this line, what do you think's going to happen? It's not hard, right? It's not hard. Let's put a bit of thought into this. But you don't. You nail it, hit the bump. So at this point, we've got no traction, no drive, no nothing. We are fully not in control of our car. And here comes the Mustang that made the corner. Where's he going to go? At that speed, where can he go? He can't do anything. You've put your car in the wrong place. You should be up here underneath where I am. You should have pulled it tighter. You've already lost. You've already lost that corner. It is what it is. But the more you fight it, the more you're going to lose. Gosh. So yeah, so that... I don't think this was intentional. This is just sloppy racing. This is just racing. This is what racing is. It's not intentional. It's frustrating, and I don't like getting a swift one up the backside. However, it's not intentional. But this is where it all goes downhill. And I've just paused it. He's just made that move. Now his car, again, should be going here. This Mustang, though, at the same time... You've got to think, where's he going to go? He's already come back on track and tried to hit us once. Where's he going to go now? So we should really start moving over at this point to give him the space to come back on so that he doesn't hit us. It's self-preservation. That is intentional. You can't do that. You can't just drive in the side of someone. And look where it got you. How's that feel? Right? All right. At this point, you've got to let it go. You've done your bit. You've given it back. You know, he tripped you up. You've pushed him back. Fey nights. All right? You just got to let it go at this point. It's shit racing. It is what it is. But just put it down to GT3s at Spa. That's all it is. There's nothing you can do about it. However, this, again, I don't think this is intentional. This is going for the dive. He could theoretically make this dive. I don't see an issue with this. This is where I see an issue. He has again turned back to the left. Why are you doing this? He knows what he's doing now, and he's pissed. He is pissed because you touched him a few times. But you can't drive like that. Gosh, you can't drive like that. If anything, all you got to do is say it over the radio. Like, why are you being a dick? Stop touching me. This is 100% intentional. Look, he goes for it. Yeah, that's intentional. 100% intentional. Yeah. Intentional. Oh, there's more. And that serves you right. That serves you right. Good. Good. Again, this is intentional. Look, he's opened the steering right now. At the point where he should be steering the most, he's decided not to steer. This is 100% intentional. Bosh. But with the upset of the car and the way physics works, you're never going to do that. That is a... He hit too far alongside him. That is a bad move. Yeah, 100% on this Aston Martin. The Aston Martin can't be doing that, man. I would not race with you. Terrible. Terrible. Okay, here's a different one. Angry guy says, I was wrong. I am new, so I'm unsure. Forza Motorsport, a Moser R3 wheel. Okay. You can all correct me down below in the comments. It's Forza with a T. I don't care. It's Porsche. Or Porsche. It depends how posh or posher you are, right? Okay. Anyway, Forza Motorsport. I know this track. This is like Sunset Peninsula or something. I don't know these cars though. What car are these? These are different. The Beast. Okay. Ooh, moving over. You touched him. What are you touching for? Oh, it's sloppy. Oh, it's sloppy racing again. What was the incident? Sorry? Who are you? You're the car... What? Angry guy said I was wrong, so I'm new and unsure. Well, who are you? Who's the angry guy in this? This is where you're wrong. Whoever this guy is, the black car, it's fine to move over, but you have to leave a space. This car does not have to be up against the white line. This car, as long as he stays on his line, is perfectly allowed to do that. This car could be here, and the black car could be up here, and the yellow car would not have to move over at all. So the black car, you can't just move over like this car isn't there. You can't just do that. Like, you've literally just driven into the side of him. Bosh. See you later. And then you can't control it because physics and motion and everything else. Yeah, what? This is 100% on the black car. Look at this. Oh, I just drive into the side of you. Bonk. Okay, I turn right now. Good luck, everybody else. Now, what do you expect? You know you're overtaking him because you've come up from behind him. At this point, just stay on your line. Why? Oh, but I am allowed the racing line because I'm the car ahead. No! No! You do not know about racing. That's not racing. At this point, he has chosen his lane. You have chosen your lane. That's the end of it. There's a lane. That's the hand you're dealt. That's the lane. You can go to this close, but this is now your lane. You must stay here. You can't just bully him across. Black car, I would not race with you. Yellow car did nothing wrong. Yellow car, if you're new, you didn't do anything wrong. Black car, if you're not new, just take a break. Just take a break, man. Unreal. Unbelievable. But there we go. That is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a very different style of video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Probably wrong. Let me know what you think. Leave it in a comment below. Maybe hit the like button. Maybe hit the dislike button. What don't you like about this? What did you think I got wrong? For me, a lot of these accidents are just, it's self-preservation. You've got to look a bit further ahead. You've got to think about what you're doing and think about that the other car is going to be, you got to think everybody on that track is an absolute nutcase and is trying to take you out. So keep your distance, stay away from people, and just know when you've been beat. Like, why are you trying to fight some of these moves back? You've got to be aware that some people are quicker than you. I know it hurts. I know it sucks to hear the truth sometimes, but sometimes you just have to admit you're slow and you've got some more to learn. I'm in that boat. There are times where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm well quick. I get in a lobby and I get absolutely smashed. And I'm like, oh wow, yeah. Let's just reevaluate what we're doing here. We're not as quick as we think we are. Let's take a step back. Let's calm down. Let's go again. Get some practice in and try not to end up here on the Sim Racing Stewards. But till next time, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Peace.